Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? How are you doing? I'm still getting a glare. I'm trying not to. It is super windy outside today. Super windy. The trees are just going back and forth. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How's everybody in the room doing? Let's see. Let's see if I got some action popping over here because it looks like now it may be getting its life together. All right. So it's starting to work. All right. So good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? How are you doing this morning? How was your yesterday? I want to know a lot. I got a lot of things. There's a lot of checking that I got to do today. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Yolanda. There is a lot of things that I need to check in with you guys for today because before we move forward, I want to make sure that you guys have everything that you need. Setting up my alarm to make sure I don't miss you. Okay. Boom. I love it. Good morning, Lois. Good morning. All right. So how are you guys doing this amazing morning? We have it's cloudy. I don't know if we're gonna have any sunshine, but let's see what I have. I have 58 and clear. That's what's on the computer. I don't know if that's actually happening, but it is a little cloudy. It's not as foggy and sleepy hollow-ish like yesterday. So it's a little bit better today. How's it where you are? How's the weather where you are and how are you doing this morning? Getting my copy together to update my bio and website. Got you. Got you. What else are you guys doing? Oh, we got some sunshine. I must have just spoke it up. Got some sunshine peeking through, and that's always good. Always good. How are you guys doing this morning? Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Good morning, Jasmine. Oh, it's cold. It's cold in Texas. Jasmine says it's cold. Like what's cold? 50 degrees? So far cloudy, yes. Beautiful and tired. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. All right, you guys. So my goal is listening to some things in the chat and everything like that. I'm realizing because I already know, but people are struggling to execute because of the places that they are. And when I give information, it's not necessarily for, maybe it's not for you in that moment. Maybe it's something that you have to execute later. Maybe there's some other things that you have to put into play before you execute these things. And these things have to be done in order for it to make sense, right? And so after listening to a couple of comments or whatever, I'm like, you know what? I need to make it relevant for everybody across the board because as we were speaking about yesterday, everybody is in a different place in their business right now. And it's not that I didn't realize that everybody was in a different place because I do address it. You know what I mean? That everybody's, some people may be starting out. Some people may already be in business. Some people may have been in business for a long time and now they're trying to figure out different ways to pivot or things like that. So I'm going to have to do a better job when I am not a better job when I'm describing something or explaining something, but just connecting the information to you at whatever particular junction you are at, right? So I have to do a better job with connecting the information. Right. So let's see. Lois says it's 48 and sunny. She's great. It's cold. It's 46 degrees outside in Texas where Jasmine is. Tiffany says started working more in depth with my marketing strategy. Got it. 73 degrees here. Betty Rose is always bragging about her weather. Always bragging about her weather. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, everybody, take this link, share the link. Of course, we're in growth season, right? So please take the link out, share it to the world. First, what I want to do, because I have wrote my notes down. First, what I want to do is before I go into how many people joined last night's class, because when the manual come in, you guys, whenever you see that he's going to be here, you guys need to take a seat. But I'm just saying, any guests, because I have some dope guests, right? But Emmanuel always comes in. He is, because he's going to come back in next week on Wednesday. So you guys make sure that you clear your calendars. If you have any questions about your marketing, about your strategy, about ads, about anything like that, or what you should be doing, or what you should be focusing on at whatever junction you are in your business, you need to write those questions down so that you can come on and you can ask those questions. Because if you don't ask specific questions for where you are in business and you're asking general questions, you're never going to get the answer. So you have to learn how to ask specific targeted questions so that you can get the answers that you need to take you to the next step. Right? Good morning, cousin. Good morning, cousin. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Ask specific questions that you need for your particular business. Don't ask what you think the room needs to know. And don't ask a question because you don't want somebody to know where you actually are in your business, because that's not going to help you. What's going to help you is being clear. What's going to help you is being honest with where you actually are in your business. So put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Ask targeted questions for your particular business. 1's in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, cousin. Good morning, Nini. Good morning, Stasia. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I need you guys to focus. I need you to think, where is it that I need help with in my business? What do I need to do in my business? You may not know what that thing is that you need to do. So then it may be, well, how do I speak to my people? What do I need? What systems do I need? What do I need in order for my business to thrive? These are things that you need to know. And when Emmanuel is here, good morning, Crystal. When Emmanuel is here, you guys need to, write these questions down so you can start spitting them out. He's a guest that don't like to teach like a class. He likes to teach based on the things that people need. You know what I'm saying? He want to teach you from where you are. He doesn't want to teach a general class and then everybody has questions all over the place, right? He want to know where you are so he can answer those questions. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So what I want you guys to do is make sure for next Wednesday at 7 p.m., you write that down, put it in your calendar. And I also want you to write some questions down that you may have. And then again, when you're in a group setting with people and you're asking these questions, then you may be helping somebody else who didn't raise their hand or didn't get up on the stage, let's say, to ask the question. So you may be helping somebody else out and somebody else may be helping you out. It may be something that you may not even know that you've needed, right? So you want to make sure that we're asking these questions. We have these people in and we have these people in for a reason. There's no reason for you not to do well in your business with all the guests that we have on, with all the information that you are provided, and with all of the resources that you receive from these classes. There's no reason for you not to be successful. And the only thing that could stop you is you. So you need to make sure that when you are in these rooms, that you are asking these questions. Right. And it's the point of us having a community. It's the point of us doing the Honor Society and doing all of these things, because you're not in business. I'm not going to normally be sitting in a room with Wholesale Supplies Plus. I'm not normally going to be sitting in a room with the CEO of Apple, the #1 digital business card. I'm not going to be sitting on, I'm not going to be able to talk to executives from Klaviyo just because I want them to speak to my community. You're not usually in these types of rooms, right? So you need to take full advantage of the information that is coming to you and realize that this is something that everybody do not have. And since everybody does not have this, then you need to utilize and take advantage of these opportunities for yourself, right? Yes, yes, and yes. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Put some ones in the chat. Put some ones in the chat if you feel me. What's a good free email pop-up for website? You could do a pop-up from Klaviyo. You could do a pop-up from MailChimp. You could do a pop-up from, there's certain apps. I think you're going to do Shopify. I'm not sure, but there's certain apps within the Shopify that does, within Shopify that does pop-ups. So you could do pop-ups, you could do countdowns, you could do upsells. So I forgot what it's called, but I think it's called something pop-up is one of the apps. So Jasmine, correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know in the chat. Good morning, Miss Matrice. Good morning. Let me know in the chat if I am wrong, but I think I'm right. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that one. All right. So seems like we got some ones in the chat. We don't have some, we got a lot. So everybody understands what I'm saying, right? So I want you guys to take the information, I want you to write it down, and I want you to execute quickly. When you execute, as soon as you get the information, you are reinforcing that information, right? If you're getting information and you're just leaving it in your head or leaving it in your notebook, it doesn't help you. It doesn't matter if you wrote it down, it's not going to help you. Janae says, I find all your information very beneficial because you don't find a person like you giving this much detail of information about a business and walk you through all the steps to. Thank you so much, Janae. To the point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys. So I asked you yesterday, I put a book in the chat, right? I put a book that you can listen to on YouTube for free in the chat. And I want to know if you guys got it and if you read it or if you listened to it. Right. And I'm not going to say if you read it because I just gave it to you yesterday. So if you did put in for a physical book, if you did order a physical book, then you won't have it in time. But if you did do like I did and go to YouTube so you can listen to it for free, you'd be able to listen to it whenever you want. Right. So did you guys go and get the book, The War of Art? The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Put a 1 in the chat if you did. Put a 2 if you did not. Yes, I listened to it. Wow, it was good. All right, Yolanda. All right, Yolanda. And was it beneficial to you from where you are in business and what you do? Because it makes you look at procrastination different. It makes you look at the process of where you are in your business and what's stopping you. It makes you look at that differently. I got it, but have not listened to it yet. Okay, Betty Rose. Nene got it too. But Nene, did you get the book yesterday anyway? Because I don't know if you got the book. It's the War of Art, not the Art of War by Sun Tzu. It is the War of Art. I started listening but didn't finish. One started listening to it today. Started last night. Just snatched it on Audible. Okay, gonna finish it today. I have the link you gave and we'll be listening to it today. Yes, it does make you look at everything different. It does. And I want you to, once you listen to the book, right? When you listen to it in its entirety, you're gonna have some things that linger in your brain, right? But I want you to listen to it again. I want you to listen to it twice or maybe 3 times, however many times you need a refresher. But I want you to listen to it and I want you to take notes on things that you realize that resonate with you. Like there's certain things, like when he said something about you have a task to do, but something in you is making you want to go wash dishes or go do whatever, right? He didn't say that, but I'm just giving an example of what I took it to be, right? So you doing dishes or whatever. Now the dishes need to be done, but they didn't need to be done in that exact moment. So since you say, okay, I got to do these dishes, you had a task on hand, but you want to walk away from this task so you could go wash these dishes because they need to be done, but they really don't. They need to be done. And this is just taking you away from that task. And then this task is going to take you away from your task. And another task is going to take you away from your task. And that task is not going to get done, or that task is going to, keep getting moved down the line because you keep doing all the things that are important. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Is that anybody in this room, or am I just speaking about myself? Does that pertain to anybody in this room? Put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. You got a task on hand, but there are some other things that need to get done while you're doing this task. So it's taking you away from the focus of this task, because those dishes need to get washed, because I need to go and take this phone call, because I need to read my email at this particular time, because I need to go and do this at this particular time. Does anybody in this room do the same thing? Again, is it anybody, or is it just me? Is it just me? Can you put the link? I missed so much yesterday. Okay, let me go and get the link from YouTube. Let me tell you something. I will go deep down. I will deep dive into a rabbit hole. I know myself, right? I will deep dive into a rabbit hole. And I'm like, okay, well, these dishes do need to be washed. This trash does need to go out. Did it need to be done in that moment when I'm on task while I'm doing what I need to do? No, it didn't. Could it have wait? Yes. But will I do it so I could procrastinate, but not use the word procrastination because this has to be done? Yes. Also, yes, I do. Right. So it seems like I'm not the only person in the room that does that, right? So this book is something that I think everybody, and not I think, this is something, when I was listening to it, I was like, this is the perfect book for everybody in this room right now to be listening to right now, because there's a lot of information that people have that I'm repeating when I know that they should have done these things already, or I know that they should be past this level already, or when I know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you know it, it's just not applied, right? Knowledge isn't power unless it's applied, right? So if it's not applied, then what are we doing here, right? So when you get that information, you should use that information, because you're reteaching yourself every time you use that information. You're reinforcing the lessons when you apply it, right? So that's what I wanted to say, but I want to make sure that you guys go ahead and get that book. I put it right here in the chat. The book is called The War of Art. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. The War of Art. And please, and thank you, please listen to it at your earliest convenience. Like I said, you can listen to it before you go to bed. You can listen to it on your way to work. You can listen to it in the shower, before, getting ready for work, whenever you got a moment, maybe on your lunch break. But I really want you guys to listen to this book, because it's really going to change the way that you look at procrastination or delaying. Okay, so let's not use the word procrastination because we use it heavily, right? Let's say delaying. It's delaying your progress, right? So that is the first thing. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the book. I wanted to know how many people listened to the book, and the people who had listened to some of the book, right? The people who had listened to some of the book, what were the lessons? What did you get anything from it so far? What did you get? Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Vernita. Good morning. What did you get so far from that book? The book is The War of Art. I put the link right in the chat. It moved. The link is right there in the chat. I want you to go to that link, and you can listen to this book for absolutely free. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it for free. What lessons did you get so far out of the book? I'm going to put my charger in right now so that we do not start bugging. Okay. I will listen to it after this live. One, I can't stand dishes in the sink. I start sweeping, mopping. OMG. Right. So just getting the dishes out the sink, because you stop focusing on the thing, right? So now you got to get the dishes out the sink. Oh, can't get the dishes out the sink without wiping off the counters. Oh, the counters really I need to spray it with the sanitizer and stuff. Gotta do all of that. Oh, look at the stove. Gotta clean the stove. You cleaning you cleaning the stove the cleanest you've ever cleaned the stove in your life. I gotta clean the stove. Oh, gotta lift it up. Gotta clean up under there. Look at all this dirt. Gotta do all. You done took all this time instead of doing the task that you needed to do all these other things. Yes, they need to be done, but they don't need to be done at that moment. They can be done later. They can be done after you complete the task. But your mind is telling you it needs to be done right now, because you can't think. You got a mental block. I got a mental block. I can't think. I need to go and do that. I need to do it right now because it's itching my nerves, and I got to get over there, and I got to do it right now. You absolutely do not. You absolutely do not. Good morning, babes. Good morning, LaRonda. I miss you. I miss you. I can't believe I missed your birthday. Beautiful lady. Happy birthday. Love, 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 love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes, my birthday was yesterday. And it was a fabulous day. I went on live twice. And my best friend came from Jersey and surprised me. So she was here and we went to eat and shop for Halloween because we're going to a Halloween party tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, we're going to a Halloween party tomorrow. So we went shopping for a costume, and this lady read my cards, and she gave me a free birthday reading. I don't know how true it was. I mean, it could be. I think it kind of was, but sometimes you make things to make them whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But that happened yesterday. So how many people, when you listen to the book, when you listen to it, what did you get from it? What did you get from it? The book is called The War of Art. The War of Art. The War of Art. I'm going to keep on saying it because I want you guys to get it, because I think every single person in this room needs to listen to it or needs to read it. I'm happy you had a great day. I did. I did. So I want everybody, every single person within the sound of my voice, I want you guys to listen to it. And I want you to share that with other people. I want you to share with other people because that book was awesome. Anybody has any takeaways from reading the book or listening to the book? Excuse me. Does anybody have any takeaways from listening to the book? LaRonda, let me tell you something. I need whatever wax you use for your candles. I don't even want candles. What do I want it for? I just want it because that wax is freaking awesome. I'm getting me some more candles, but that wax is crazy dope. Because the throw, I told you I got high ceilings, and it's the whole room, and then it lifts up. It's like, your candles are amazing. I love them. I love them. Okay. And also, I'm going to get into you guys a little bit because you have frustrations because of the things that you lack doing. I'm going to rewind. You have frustrations because of the things that you lack doing. You're frustrated in your business because you did not do the things that you needed to do within your business. You're frustrated in your sales because you're not doing what you need to do to increase sales. You're frustrated in your messaging because you're unclear on what your messaging is, and you refuse to get clear on who you want to speak to. You refuse to focus on that part of your business. You refuse to do the things that you are required, not required, the things that you know that needs to be done in your business. You are not doing them. I'm not just speaking to you. I'm speaking to the room. I'm speaking to all of us, right? You are not doing what you need to do. You're frustrated, not because sales are down. You're frustrated, not because you can't find, just because customers are not coming to you. You're frustrated because of you and the things that you are not doing in your business. In your business. You are frustrated with the things you refuse to do in your business that you know is going to be better for you, that you know is going to grow your business, but you refuse to do them. Why are you refusing to do the things that you need to do within your business? And I'm going to speak to y'all today, and it's going to be a little bit spicy. It's going to be a little bit spicy because you guys seem, again, my friend told me, she was like, Nikki, you know why you just strolling through? Because you're not hungry enough. You don't know what it's like to have $2 in your pocket and things gotta happen. You don't know what it's like for this to happen and that to happen. You skating by, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as you end up making it. And when you want to make money, you can make money. And these are things I'm adding to it. But she just said you're not hungry enough. That's what she said. But this is what I'm saying, right? So you skating by, and that's okay for you because you still doing what you need to do. The word is still out there, but you're not doing the way you should be doing. A lot of you guys ain't hungry enough. You don't want success, and this is an Eric Thomas quote. You don't want success as much as you want to breathe. When you want it that bad, then you're gonna work that hard. You guys are not working hard enough. You're going to tell me, yes, I'm working hard enough. Yes, I'm working hard enough, but you're not doing the things. You're not doing the things. How many times did I give you, how many people did not fill out that SWOT analysis yet? right? Because you didn't make it a priority to fill it out. I'm pretty sure you had 5 minutes to think and assess for 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure you had at least, even if you were sitting on the toilet and you wanted to look over it, you had 5 minutes to look over it. Did you choose to look over it? Absolutely not. Did you choose to scroll on your phone? I don't know. Did you choose to do nothing? I don't know. Did you choose to watch a TV show over doing the SWOT analysis? I don't know. I don't know what you decided to do in the time that you could have used it to prioritize the things that you say that you want for yourself. You can't say you want success if you're not even working towards success. Who is supposed to be the person that works towards success if you not? Who? Who if not you? Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. So I'm gonna come in a little spicy, and I'm gonna get on you a little bit because you can't just keep. We are now. What are we in? Besides being in quarter four, a lot of you guys have been with me since the start of this whole coffee with Nikki situation, right? And a lot of you should be a whole lot further along than you are. There should be some things that you should already know. There should be some things that are already applied in your business. There are some methods and some consistencies you should already be applying because you know better. And when you know better, you what? You do better, right? So you guys should already know these things. Is it important for you? Is it important enough for you to apply these things to yourself and to your business so that you could grow? Do you really want this business? Or is it just something that, okay, something else is supplementing your income so you don't necessarily have to bust your behind in order to get these things done? Right? Because you have something else supplementing your income. Do you have a mate that's supplementing? Okay, so you don't necessarily need to make this as a business. Maybe you don't necessarily need this to be a millionaire. Maybe you don't necessarily need this to be out there worldwide, whatever. Maybe you don't necessarily need that because somebody else is supplementing your income. And so you don't necessarily have to get it done. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. A lot of you guys need to be clear on what it is that you want to achieve within your business. Within your business. Good morning, D. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me come back and see what you guys are saying. Kryptonite. Oh my gosh, it's spicy this morning. Yep. I'm spicy. I'm spicy this morning because a lot of the times you could get information again. You get information and you leave it where it's at and you don't apply it. And then every day moves to another day. Every day moves to another day and you didn't apply anything. Right? It's time to start doing the things, because if you don't start putting yourself into the habit of doing the things, they're never going to get done, and you'll never be able to successfully achieve what it is that you want because you are not even putting in successful practices in order for you, or creating successful habits in order for you to get that thing that you say that you want. Like, you got to want this thing. You got to want it. Say it now. Let me see. Janae says, say it now. Loving this tough love when nobody is caring as much as you do for all of us. Oh, thank you. In our business, you're a real friend and teacher. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yazzie Faye running out the room. You better bring your butt back in here. I took an entire day writing my business plan, and that SWOT analysis was the best. Okay, I'm thinking you saying was the best. It says was the best. Got you. I did revisit my plan after your show yesterday. I do need to update mine, and thank you for getting on me to do that. Awesome, Tiff. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. I see the coffee is hot today. Yes, it is. It is piping hot today. Piping hot. You cannot drink it right off the cup this morning. Can't drink it right off the cup this morning. Ain't nobody else on these platforms pushing us like you. Thank you so much, Janae. Thank you. I must admit, you talking to me and I'm listening. All right, Crystal. All right. We know better, we do better. I want you guys to put that on a post-it. Yes, it's a pimp quote, but I want you to take that quote and I want you to put it everywhere. I know better, I'm going to do better. If I know better, I'm going to do better. However you need to do it. I know better, I do better. If that's how you need to put it. right? It's not, you don't have to say if you know better, you do better. You could say it in act, you could say it in present term, right? So that is what I wanted to share with you guys this morning. You guys, I really, really, I cannot stress this enough. Please, please, and thank you. The information that I give you, the passion that I have is because I want you guys to win. I want you guys to do the things that you say that you want to do, right? And I want you to get out of your own way. I want you guys to get out of your own way, because can't nobody stop you. You are the only person that is going to be in your way, that's going to stop you. And I want you to move. I want you to move. Right? I don't want you spinning your wheels. I don't want, and it's the purpose of me making sure that I make connections that I think that you guys need in this particular moment, right? I want you guys to get the information that you need so you could do with it what you need to do. Again, people not always, you're not going to be in the rooms with these executives when you have a question. You're not going to be in the room with these executives when you say, oh, I really don't know how to use that platform, but can I do? Y'all were in the room with some big dogs. You know what I'm saying? And utilize it, right? You got them there, utilize it. So that's what I wanted to say. Again, how many people in here? Okay, so the book was the first thing. SWOT analysis, the second thing. Did anybody do their SWOT analysis? Did anybody complete it? I know some people say, oh, I started, or I did. How many people completed their SWOT analysis? How many people? One's in the chat, two's if you didn't. And I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm just going to look at the numbers. So go ahead. How many people did the SWOT analysis? And I think everybody in here knows what it is, but just in case, it's your strengths, your weakness, your opportunities, and your threats. And you're just writing those down so you know what to focus, fix, and plan and execute. You know how to do all those things so that you can do those the next step, right? So you can focus on your strengths, fix your weaknesses, and plan out better, and then execute the way you need to in order to be successful. How many people filled out their SWOT analysis? Put a 1 if you did, put a 2 if you didn't. All right, so the 2s, I'm gonna need you guys to work on it. I'm a few days behind starting it today, and I want you guys to be honest, super honest with your SWOT analysis. And I also said that I think that I'm scared to answer too. It's okay. Again, I'm not gonna judge. I just wanted to see where people are. So like I said, I'm not calling you out. I'm going to do an after hours. I'm not going to call it after hours. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to call it. But after we have our podcast or whatever, I am going to do an after hour situation and see where you guys are in business so we can have specific targeted conversations as opposed to an open general conversation with everybody. It'll be kind of like a VIP thing, and you guys, we can go in there and we can hash out some things to make sure that you are on track and on target for the goals that you want to set. Yes, Nikki got people scared. You should be. I am. I only printed it out. It's okay, you guys. Okay, so I just need you guys to work on it. I'm gonna check on y'all tomorrow. So if you got 5 minutes in your day, work on it today. You got 5 minutes, right? The next thing I wanted to address, I have it done. Just want to update it with current events. Got you. Got you. The next thing that I want to address is the live yesterday. Now you are talking. The live yesterday. Was anybody, how many people in the room were here last night for Emmanuel's live? Put a 1 in the chat if you were here for Emmanuel's live. Put a 2 if you weren't. 1s if you were, 2 if you weren't. I just want to know. And I'm crossing my stuff off because now, wherever I go off my list, that is because it was something that was on my heart. But let's see. So we got some 1s. We got a few 2s. The replay is up, you guys. The replay is up. And so one thing that we were focusing on and what we're going to focus on next week on the check-in is that we are going to check in with you guys who are doing markets. It seemed like a lot of people were doing pop-up shops, events, farmers markets, all those type of things. And a lot of people were doing these events, right? And so Emmanuel noticed yesterday when he was speaking to everybody and asking people what are they doing and what's working for them. A lot of people were saying that pop-up shops and events were things that were working for them. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on next week: how to do more, how to make more doing these pop-up shops. So if you missed yesterday's class, you can catch the replay. If you're not part of the Honor Society, you can catch this replay until 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., that video will go into the Honor Society, but it is available to you to watch today. Today. Two, my son had practice, but I'm going to watch it today. Okay, good. One, but not for all of it. Okay. Two, okay. I started the replay this morning. I'm excited to finish after this live. Yes. So you guys who are doing events, this is going to be something that is good for you. He was talking about how to increase the value of your product. Also, how to what could you do to increase the pricing of your thing. What could you do to sell more of it? How could you sell the things that are not selling as much as popular items? What you can do with that, and this will increase the amount that a customer would spend. So let's say you had 10 customers that spent, he was giving you the numbers. If you had 10 customers that spent $10, how can you make those 10 customers spend $20? Or how could you make them spend $30? Like, that is what we were talking about, and that's what we're going to talk about next week as well. Yes, because I have at least 8 between now and December 3rd. Yep. So next week on Wednesday, make sure that you guys put that down in your calendars. That next week is the day that Emmanuel will be coming back, and he will be doing a check-in, and it's all, the focus is going to be market heavy. I use bundles and sell up. Yes. Okay. So you guys make sure that's in your book. Any takeaways? Did anybody have any takeaways from last night? If you were here last night, what were your takeaways? I know Jasmine was one of the brave people who came up and she did her question in real time. You guys, this is what I want you to do. I want you to stop being in the back of the classroom. You know how you sit in the back of the classroom, you don't sit in the front because you don't want the teacher to call you. I need you guys to step up, and I need you guys to be in the room and ask these questions, because that's what people are here for. Right? That's what they're here for. Not, oh, I don't want to bother them with my question. Oh, no, I don't think my question, maybe this is a dumb question. Maybe that, no. Whatever that question is, get on, feel free, and start asking them. Start being bold. You need to be bold within your business and ask the questions that you need answers to. Because if you don't ask them, then they can't get answered. Right? So let's see. I want to focus on retargeting from the people I met this past weekend. I find that people are so excited to give their email list at events, right? And you need to do it while you're fresh in their minds, right? So you want to do it a day after you met them, maybe 2 days after you met them, and let them know, okay, either you have an event coming up, or you have a special, or you're just happy that you met them, and keep in touch. And this is how you can follow us. Let's be social. Let's follow each other. Let's do this. Let's do that. You want to make sure you engage with them. Don't come back and talk to them. You met them one day and you come back and speak to them like a month later. They're not going to remember who you are. And they more than likely are not going to answer you, open up your email either. So you want to make sure that you're speaking to them well within that time frame where you're still fresh in their mind. Right? Even it could be at the night of, it could be the morning after, it could be the next, the next day, the next, within the 2 days, but you want to stay fresh in their mind, right? I want to stay fresh in their mind. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Cousin wants to know how your event went, Yazzie Faye. Working on growing my local market before going outside my market. Okay. I did a spot bundle on Saturday to move my mail sense, and people were down for it. That's right. It was great. The energy was everything. That's awesome. That's good. Yeah, it's Christmas gifts. I made so many connections. Good thing. And she was very comfortable, at least from what we've seen, very comfortable joining in on the action, right? Stepping up, Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let everybody else show me up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this walk the catwalk with my product. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna do this dance or whatever this thing is that everybody is doing. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit at my table and act like I'm too good for this. I'm not gonna sit up at my table and act like I don't want to be a part of the movement. I'm gonna be a part of this movement. Somebody's gonna put me on their camera. Somebody is gonna put me on. Somebody's gonna see my stuff. This is what you guys are going to have to do. Step outside of your comfort zone. When things happen, when opportunities are happening, you guys are standing beside the opportunity and not even stepping into it. You guys need to step into the opportunities. Even if you don't see anything happening, it could just be a connection with all the people that were in the room. It could just be maybe the people who the people who are running the event. Maybe they're putting you on something. Maybe you could use this so that you could tag these. Not maybe you're using it so that you can tag these people that who are hosting these events, so that you could actually use them in your content, right? Use it so you could do it in your content. The cup it challenge. Yes. So use that. Use it. I'm learning to be selective where I vent. Yes. You may have to be, because everybody's not going to be your customer. Everybody's not going to be your customer. That doesn't mean turn down things because you just don't feel like doing a certain event. But if you know that your people are going to be there, show up. If your people aren't at the swap meet and your people are at Blue Corner Square, or I think that's what it's called, Blueback Square. If your people are there, then find a way to get there. If your people are in Manhattan, find a way to get to Manhattan. If you know what I'm saying, like, you guys take advantage of these opportunities because you have so much. You could be as successful as you want to be, or as much as you're willing to work. Let's say that you will be as successful as you're willing. You'll be as successful if you do the work that you want. Or let me say, you will be as successful as you want to be with the work that you're willing to do. That's what I want to say. Right? So if you want to be very successful, you're going to do a lot of the work. If you just want to be okay, you're going to just do okay work. You're just going to show up okay, right? You want to execute just okay. But if you wanted to be hitting that plateau and past that, you're going to excel in the work that you need to do in order for that thing to happen. Because you got a lot more invested than somebody who don't really care if it happens or not. I missed Wednesday. I missed Winning Wednesday. Woke up to an invite in January to be one of 3 vendors. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's a win. That's a win. We actually went straight into planning and launching. We did not even do anything about the winning, and we didn't do anything about workflow. Well, I guess you could say it was all about workflow because it was all about process, right? So congratulations from Lois Latrice. Congratulations, and congratulations from me and everybody in the room. Everybody give Latrice a congratulations. Does anybody in the room have any wins that they want to put in the chat? Because I missed it yesterday. So any wins that anybody want to share? Good morning, Cheryl. Excuse me. Any wins? All right. I'm waiting. Any wins? Keisha said congratulations. Kay says congratulations. Janae says congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Anybody have any wins that they want to put in the chat? Sandra gave a round of applause. Any wins? Any wins? Any wins? Any wins? Any wins? Any wins? Wait a minute. I felt sick, but I felt like I worked my butt off recruiting for BBU. Okay, girl. Teaching them how to smell and use their candle, dancing, packing all of my stuff and getting it into my car because my helper had to leave. Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. Win. This is Yazzie Faye's win. Yandy Smith Harris has my candles and spoon. Facts. Congratulations. Congratulations. I grew my email list for my cake business over the weekend. Congratulations. Congratulations. Candace says, I plan my content through November 9th. Awesome. That's a huge win for me. It's already in Meta as well. Okay, girl. Let's go, Candace. Let's get this money, girl. Let's get it. Let's see. Nene says, congratulations, Latrice and Yaz. Michelle says, congratulations. Yolanda is clapping for you guys. Congratulations. Any other wins that anybody want to share? Congratulations to you all. Yes, and yes. Any wins? Awesome. Yes, congratulations. I like Yandy. All right, y'all. Let's share the wins. Let's share the love. I don't care how big or how small. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. It's a celebration. Amazing. Yes. Miss Matrice said, I did my first event because of you and this community. Awesome. I'm new and was super nervous, but it was a good time. Awesome. Were you able to get the word out? Were you able to collect some emails? I hope you were. Yazzie Face said, thank you. Can't wait to see you next week, Latrice. Hey, yes, and yes. Next week is the BCMC meetup. Make sure that you guys, sorry, didn't mean to take you off topic. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody needed a break from me being super spicy and hot. Everybody needed a break from that. So that was a good break. Good break. I have repeating customers at the markets. Okay. All right. Now, Lois, this is what we were talking about yesterday too. How can you use your messaging and your content to let people know you're going to be at the market so that you can bring more customers to you, right? What could you do? He was like, do Facebook events and let them know that you're going to be at this market. You can send an email, let them know that you're going to be at this market. Are you local to me? I'm going to be at this market. If you did an ad, you can make a local ad for the area that you're going to be in, surrounding areas within a certain mile radius. And you could say you're going to be there. If you're looking for what you have, then maybe you can join me join me at this particular market. I will be there. And if you know what section you're going to be in, put your section, but you can also use that. You could generate the income. You can generate the traffic that you want, even if the people who are responsible for this event, they have their traffic, but you could also invite more traffic, right? You can attract more traffic to you because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring more traffic to your table, right? So people are going to come in automatically looking for you because you advertised to them, or because you sent out an email, or because you said this is where you're going to be, right? So now people are going to be looking for you at that particular event. A lot of you guys are doing events and just relying on the people that they have, whoever's coming to their thing, and letting the people do the promoting, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a start, but you can level that up. And you can also, you got your traffic coming in, but I'm gonna bring some traffic in for myself, right? How many people understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat. Tree said, yes, I'm ready. I do too, Lois. I met a BCMC member there too. I was like, we knew each other for years. I love being in BBU and BCMC. Y'all are my family. You are my family too, Yazzie Faye. No, it was a good slap. I need it. Okay. Now to swallow and implement. Yes. Right. I will start generating ads for November markets. Yes. And again, you could target these ads to your particular area. You want to target it to your particular area. You want to target to women. You want to target to mothers that have, whatever. You can narrow it down. You could do lookalike audiences, or you can build the audience that you want. And you don't have to spend a bunch of money on an ad. You want to spend $20 for just one day, then spend $20 for one day. You want to spend $5 for 4 days, so it equals the 20, you could do that too. You want to do it for 3 days, you could do that too. You want to do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do it whatever way you want to do it. Right? You can tailor it to what you need. You can tailor it to the people that you want to attract. Right? How many people have even thought, I make my own weekly event posts and email my followers? Good. How many of you have even thought about contacting or creating ads to your customers within the area of the market that you're going to do? How many people have even thought about doing that? promoting content without just promoting the flyer, just saying how many people, how many of my followers are in this particular area, right? Or I'm looking for all my followers in the blah 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 area. Where you guys at? Da 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 da. Make it fun. Make it fun, right? Or how many people of you have even made an event for a vendor's event that you were doing? How many people have done that on Facebook? How many people say how many people created an event in your Instagram? You know, you could create the event and you can ask people, or you can give them reminders like, hey, it's coming up. Hey, it's this weekend. You could do that within your Instagram. You could do that within your Facebook. This is all free. You don't need to pay nobody to do that. You could do it yourself. Right? How many people are really doing that extra promo for the events that they're doing besides circulating their flyers from the event? How many people are actually saying, you know what, let me try to get more people in the door? Because now I'm getting more people in the door. I know that I'm going to get the people that I want in the door, because these people are already on my mailing list. These people are already on my text marketing. These people are already my Facebook followers. And so since these people are already there, they're already kind of warmed up to who I am, or they have an idea of who I am. Maybe they didn't purchase yet, but they have an idea of who I am because they signed up for my newsletter or my text marketing. So they know who I am, or they're following me. They know who I am, right? So let me get in front of them and let me speak to them, right? So what I want you guys to think about is when you have these markets, is think about a way, and there's not even a thought, right? Just promote it. Promote, besides promoting that flyer, try to find out where your customers, or try to find out how many of your customers are in that area and talk to them. Maybe create an ad, like I said, maybe create a reminder, maybe do content that's just specifically for that area. Maybe you can do some use hashtags of the area, right? Maybe you're going shopping locally and you're going to use that so that you could use the hashtag so that people locally within, you know, the vending event can be there, right? So that's another thing. And again, we're going to focus more on that next week. All right. I want to know also, because, you know, this was all about launching, but you cannot launch if you do not know who you are. You cannot launch if you don't know what your message is. You cannot launch unless you know what your problem, the problem that you're solving is. Right? You can't launch without that. And in order for you to get out there and launch a product, you need to know who you are, what you look like, and who you serve. Right? You need to know this before we even get to the product launch. Because if you don't know who you are and who you're speaking to, you're talking to any and everybody, and any and everybody is not your customers. Right? So we need good, clear messaging. Good, clear messaging. And I need you guys to get clear on who you are and what you do and who you serve. It needs to have that much clarity. That much clarity. If this means going to the back to the drawing board so that you could think, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is, you know, who I serve, and this is what I want it to look like. If you have to go back to the drawing board so you can figure that out and just look at it and fix it, then go ahead back and look at it and fix it. Don't use that as an excuse to prolong your launch, but you just need to know. You need to be clear on that. And the reason why you can't find your messaging is because you're not clear about who you are, what you do, and who you serve. And you need to know that. You need to know that. That way you know how to speak to your people all the time. All the time. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat. 1's in the chat. I'm going through my list, y'all. I'm going through it. Sometimes I don't get through it, but I'm getting through it today. Getting through it today. Did that. Did that. All right. We getting it? We getting it? I want you guys to use this, and I asked you guys to do this before. Sorry. I asked you guys to do this before. I want you to tell me in one sentence who you are. That's your company. Who you are, what you do, and who you serve. Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat right now. My name is Nikki of Bubble Babes Bath Company. I make handmade bath and body products. My products are simple ingredients and simple skincare. I serve women who do not want to go through the process of all of, they want simple skincare. That is who I serve. Period, point blank, to the point. Who are you, what you do, and who you serve? Put that in the chat, please. Put it in the chat because that needs to be clear to you. Because if it's clear to you, it's clear to your customer. They know who you are, what you do, and if you are, particularly talking to them. My name is Betty Rose of K&N Candles. I serve. I'm Betty Rose of K&N Candles. I make candles because I make, what kind of candles you make? I make luxury, high-end candles for the person who blah 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 blah. Not the reason, but for who you selling it for. That gives you room to give the reason, right? That gives you room to give the reason. Who are you, what you do, and who you serve? In the chats, please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Magic, 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 magic. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Who you are, what you do, and who you serve. Your name, your company, what you create, and who do you serve? Who do you serve? Let's go. And you need to get this, you need to make this something that is that is always on the top of your mind so that you know what your messaging is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm waiting for you guys to put things in the chat. Let's go. And that's really all I have to say for today. I've kind of like knocked everything down. So I want to make sure while I'm waiting for you guys to respond to me, I want to make sure that you guys please put on your list of things to do today is to fill out your SWOT analysis and to listen to the book. At least listen to some of the book. Maybe listen. It's a couple of books within the book. You can listen to book 1. You know what I'm saying? Or you could listen to 10 minutes. But I want you to start listening to it. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. If you don't have the time to listen to the whole thing, that's understandable. But listen to some of it. Listen to some of it. Okay, so we got Janae. Janae says, my name is Janae of Riley Rose Creations. I make rhinestone banks and other various rhinestone creations for kids. You don't have to say for boys and girls because you just said for kids. So you can say for kids or the young at heart or something like that, because let's think, Janae, what if girls that like girly things may want a rhinestone bank, right? Girls that like blingy things may want a rhinestone bank. So somebody who wants something maybe high end, to give it a look of diamonds or whatever, maybe they want a rhinestone bank. So you don't necessarily want to leave it to the kids and to the kids, but you could say the kids and the young at heart, or the kids and blah blah blah. But yes. Keep that in mind. I am Jasmine of Sweet Magnolia Bath and Body. I create body care essentials for women who are seeking to comfort themselves and be encouraged through scent and the power of positive words. Got it. Yes. Boom. Boom. That's good. My name is Betty Rose Pradhan of K&N Candles. We make luxury candles for parents of autistic children who need to relax and wind down after a long day. Okay. Okay, thanks for the tips. You're welcome. Michelle says, my name is Michelle Robinson of Aromas. Is it Aromas? Robinson. I make bath and body products along with candles using essential oils for more natural products. I make resin decor to bring peace to your home. All right. I don't know if I will put resin and bath and body in the same thing because they're kind of like two separate categories. Or two really separate things. I don't know if I would put those two together, but I'm not saying it's not something that you could do. I'm just saying I don't know if I would put those two together. And how do your resin pieces bring peace to your home? How can you tie that in? My name is Yolanda, owner of Footprint Collections. I serve in bath and body. I serve luxury products that feed your skin, good quality products for your skin. All right, so we're gonna have to tweak that one, Yolanda. What about your Bath and Body products? You said I don't see anything in there for fun and I see luxury, but I don't see fun. Remember you were saying something about fun? So that kind of needs to be in there, or creative bath products, or something needs to be in there. Because you make Bath and Body products, so does a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But what about your Bath and Body products are so dope? Because you do have your stuff looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's creative. So it needs to have something else in there that ties that together. I am Candace of Careful Heart Company. I create opportunities for self-care and wellness through body care products. Okay, Miss Candace. And events for women seeking work-life balance. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't know where the events come from. Let me see. I create opportunities for self-care and wellness through body care products and events. Are you a speaker, Candace? I wish I found you earlier years ago. My business ideas would have been off the ground by now and very successful because you are really helping me a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Janae. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay in the process that it wasn't found. I wasn't founded. No. In the process, you were learning along the way, right? So it's all about your education, and your journey is always part of it. Yes, things could have happened faster, but now that you know where you know what happened, you know where you are now, and you know how to look at it from a different standpoint, and you're able to execute differently. So those years that you missed were years of learning too. Even if you feel that there was no growth, there was growth, you know? So that's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Tiffany says, my name is Tiffany with Fourth and Park. Fourth and Park Candles and Home Fragrances. I curate high-end candles and home fragrances at affordable prices without sacrificing the feel and look of a of a high quality and upscale product. I would kind of like, because that would okay. Let me just continue. I aim to help people create an aroma ambiance for their space to set the mood from relaxing to comforting, sensual, and everything in between. Okay, so I'm loving some of the stuff. The part about the affordable pricing, I'm not loving. I'm not saying that you shouldn't put it in there, but when you say affordable, a lot of people think cheap, right? Or a lot of people think negotiable, right? And it's a non-negotiable what your price is. And you don't want to sacrifice your quality of your messaging to somebody who thinking that your product is affordable. Bath and Body Works is affordable. Walmart is affordable. Like, what do you want to be on a scale of Bath and Body being affordable $2 candles, or do you want to be on the level you want people to think of this is on the spectrum of a Joe Malone, or the spectrum of a higher end candle? Do you want people to view it like that? Or do you, because as soon as you say affordable, there's going to be a switch in in people's minds, and a switch is going to think affordable is Target, affordable is Walmart, affordable is, you know what I'm saying? If that's not where you want them to go, with what affordable is, then you don't want to reduce the value of your candle, because you're reducing not the value of your candle, but the value of your products, right? The process is still luxury. The thing that, I'm giving it to you, and yes, it's at a lower price point than those, luxury brands, but you don't want that to be your selling point, right? Because if your selling point is affordable, it's only going to be a race to the bottom to be the lowest. And that's not what you want, right? You have beautiful products, you have a beautiful process, and people need to know that, to respect the process, to respect what you do, right? You don't want people to respect it thinking that you are Walmart. You don't have the same process as Walmart. Walmart is mass, they are making the people that want to be in Walmart sell cheaper. They are making, they're giving you a lower end, not a lower end, but lower pricing, right? You go to Walmart for those lower prices, right? You go to Target because you're gonna pay a little bit more than Walmart, but it's still a good price range. It's still affordable, right? You go to You go to Macy's, that's not Macy's, but let's say you go to one of the higher, and let's say you go to Whole Foods. You go to Whole Foods because they are, yes, their price point is higher, but the quality of their ingredients is better. They have organic stuff there for me. I know that their fruits and vegetables are maybe locally sourced. I'm adding stuff on there, but you know what I'm saying? But I know that I'm going to get great quality when I go there. So there's a difference when you purchase your fruit from Walmart. There's a difference when you purchase your stuff from Target. There's a difference when you purchase something from like a Whole Foods, right? There's a different experience packaged in that. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So when you say affordable, just keep in mind, when you say affordable, you're targeting cheap. And that's not what you want. Even if you don't decide that you don't want to sell $100 candle, you still don't want to say that it's affordable, right? So that's just, but I love everything else that you got in there. I just want you to fix that affordable, because again, you don't want to be on a race to the bottom or the race to the cheapest. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to a market and somebody say, oh, but you said you were affordable. I can't afford $20 candle, or I can't afford a $40 candle. What does that mean? You're going to lower your price so that you can meet their affordability? Because affordable means different things to different people, right? Because I may have a rich friend who says shopping in one place is affordable to them, or spending $300 for a bed sheet, or yeah, for bedding is cheap to them. That's affordable to them, but that may not be affordable to somebody in mid-range or lower range. That may not be affordable. So being affordable is questionable, right? You don't know what's affordable to anybody, because people are on different, price points. So that's not where you want to, put it, right? You want to make sure you get what you want. Kay says, my name is Kay of Push Classic Collections, and I specialize in graphic apparel and luxe fashion essentials for humans to look and feel good. I don't know if I would say humans, because that kind of like, I would put something else for the person that wants to look and feel good. I would say something like that. I wouldn't say for human. And we help you to complete your look. Got it. Looking at them put a smile on your face and will bring sweet memories to you. Okay, so that is what your resin is about. I think I would separate those, Michelle. Just because the resin, your soap's not going to bring sweet memories, right? But the resin is. So that means you can resonate more with the resonate. You can resonate more with that messaging to those that love resin. Everybody who loves resin don't love Bath and Body products. Everybody who loves Bath and Body products, you know what I'm saying? Like, there may be a conflict, right? Just because I love Bath and Body don't mean I love resin, right? Doesn't mean I want to see it, right? So you want to make sure that you are talking to your people, because you're going to have people that love resin, people who can't get enough of resin, right? But to care less about your Bath and Body products. But if you are cluttering your page with Bath and Body, and the people who want to see resin just want to see resin, then you may be losing them, because they don't want to see that other stuff you got going on. So it's just something to consider, or some way, think about how you can make them to mesh. If not, then separate them. Thank you for your feedback. Great points. You're welcome. Crystal says, my name is Crystal of Lit Intent. Oh, that's sexy. Lit Intent. I create luxe candles for the bougie lady on a budget. Again, you guys with these budgets, and affordables. Come on, y'all. Come up with something different. You got to serve them in a different way. Get budget out your head. Get it affordable out your head. Get that out of your head. But I love the bougie lady. I would not say on a budget. I would not. I am a SAHM and love expensive things. I am, what is a SAHM? And love expensive things, but I'm on a budget at times. A snob? What is SAHM? Think of another way to say, I wouldn't even say like budget. Again, budget runs cheap. Budget runs let me talk you down. Budget runs, you know, that's what budget runs for people. You don't want that. You don't want that. Um, Stay at home moms. Okay. I'm a stay at home mom and I love expensive things, but um I'm on a budget at times. Right. And then you also want to let people know people will splurge where they see the need to splurge, right? Somebody might buy um a cheap t-shirt, but they're going to splurge on their handbag or their shoes, right? They're going to make sure that they have the money to get that thing. So you just got to make it where it is you need what I have, right? You need this because this experience is that, right? And you could say that, right? For the stay at home mom who needs to relax and need a break, take a break because these kids are driving her crazy or whatever, whatever, whatever. That type of thing you want to say. You don't want to say budget. Yes, yes, moms are on a budget, but moms are going to spend money on things that they see that is that they want to spend money on, right? So I'm a mom, but I'm not going to skimp on my son's education. I'm a mom, but I know that maybe for Christmas I'm going to let my son get the name brand whatever he wants. I'm a stay at home mom, and yeah, it would be nice if I could just, you know, I'm not going to spend money on let's say sweatsuits, right? I'm going to buy my son just regular sweatsuits, you know, the little whatevers from the store, and I'm gonna just get that. But then maybe I'm gonna splurge for Christmas or a birthday or whatever, and I'm gonna get him a Nike suit, or I'm gonna get him a whatever suit, right? But moms are going to splurge in areas that they deem necessary. So you want to make sure that if that's the messaging, you don't want to say on a budget. You want to say, you know, I want you to splurge where you're going to splurge, right? Because and that gives you an insight as to like, okay, people going to spend money where they think they should spend money, right? People got money to spend, right? We thinking people don't have money. They got money. People got money to spend on the things that they think that they put value on to spend it on, right? So if you don't see the value, you're not gonna put the money in it. But if you say you on a budget, then there's no value in the budget, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Think about that. And these are just my opinions. You can, you know, take what you need and leave what you don't. But I just want you to just think about those things, right? So Yaz says, I'm Yaz of Melodic Scents. We specialize in Luxe lotion candles. We serve women who love natural skincare and who are looking to restore balance in their life through scent and sound with a touch of moisture. Yes, I love it. And you only serve women? Because if you only serve women, then why do you have men's scents? Just a thought. Thank you, Jasmine. I was like, I don't know what a SAHM is. All right. Okay. Lois says, I am Lois. One sec. I am Lois, the owner of Be Quenched. I create Lux Bath. You guys all are using that same word. Everybody's using that word. There are other words that can be used. I want you guys to think about that in the repeated messaging from other companies using that same word, and how you could stand out. Yes. I create Lux Bath and Body products and candles for women who need to de-stress and self-care, and self-care spa treatments. Okay. Um, okay. Um, you could say for busy women who find it hard to take care of themselves or something like that, but de-stress and self-care. Self-care is another overused word. We have a lot of words that we overuse in the messaging of our branding, right? So we need to try to change it so that it doesn't sound like somebody else's message, right? Self-care, everybody, is an overused word. So what about it can you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to do something that is going to separate you. You need to separate yourself. Get your pen ready, Crystal. She gonna get you right, okay? Let's see. Right, got it. Okay, okay. Splurge. I love that. Yes. Preach, cuz. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Change your mind for the okay, got you. Yes. For the music lover who loves to unwind with natural products, candles, and the sound of music. Okay, you don't have to use the sound of music because you got music lovers there. So you could say something about an experience, or you know what I'm saying, like give them experience, like get their mind already going to another level. I'm a music lover and I want to unwind, so I'm already thinking about my wind down process with natural products, candles, and something else, not the sound of music, because you already got music lover. Unless you change it to for the person who loves to unwind with natural products, candles, and the sound of music, or something like that, because you don't need to put that there twice. Because remember, you want to be quick and to the point. So when somebody asks you about your business, this is what you say. They don't need to, you don't have to think about, oh, I make lotion candles. What is lotion candles? Well, lotion candles are this, and they do this, and I use this, and you don't want to go into all of that because that's too long. We want it to be short, concise, and to the point. Does anybody else have anything that they want, not anything else that you want to share, but anybody else want to share their who they are, what you do, and who you selling it to? Does anybody else want to share that before we wrap up this morning? I started all of this because of the stress of being an educator, and this is part of your story, right? So what about what you did was clear, not clearing, but what about this that you found was relieving for you, right? What about the process that you found to be relieving to you? Right? Is it the stress of being a professional, or you could say professionals looking for a outlet to relax and, to clear their mind or something like that? Think about it, open it up to yourself, and think about what it is and where you were in that moment when you were a stressful educator that opened you up to make you relax and let go so that you can think clear. Think about that, right? Because these are the images that people are going to have in their head. De-stress means what to people, right? What does that mean? Right? You want to give them that meaning, because if I'm giving you the meaning, I'm giving you pretty words that also create a picture. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be pretty, but it's giving you exact words that's going to create a picture, right? De-stress could be anything. A lot of people do things for de-stress. I could drink, smoke. I could do something like that to de-stress myself. I could go break windows or break things to de-stress, right? What about that whole de-stress process is relaxing? Yes. Um, oops. All right, let's see. I will think of another word. I started all of this. Okay, okay. Loves to set the mood. What does that mean? Set the mood for what? Um, right. Okay, here we go. I am Lakeisha, and I'm saying Lakeisha Keisha because that's how I call. I am Lakeisha of Cloties Candle Co. I make uniquely scented candles for those that are into self-care. There goes that word again. By creating a sense of well-being through environmentally friendly and healthy products. Okay. I don't, think about the word self-care, but I would say self-care lovers, so you could eliminate for those that are into. So I would say, self-care lovers, but figure out a different word by creating a sense of well-being through environmentally friendly and healthy products. That could be tweaked. That could be tweaked, but I get it. A blank experience. Yes, give them a blank experience, my love. Yes. Clotee. Did I say clotee? I don't know what I said. All right, you guys. So was this good for you guys? Home Depot delivering something. I'm nosy. I'm like Miss Jenkins. Was this good for everybody this morning? Does everybody have some kind of clarity this morning? I know I was a little spicy. I know I was a little hot. I was coming in like boom, 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 boom. I was coming in on y'all. But did everybody most call? Okay. I did. Okay. Did everybody get something from today? Good morning, goddesses and gods. What is it? Goddesses and gods. Okay. Cosmetics LLC. All right. Pampering treats. Okay, that's a good one. Loves to unwind with a blank experience, accompanied by natural products and aromatherapy. You could use that. You could use that. Yes, thank you. Love the honest feedback. You're welcome. I needed all the spice. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. All right. So what I want you to do is I'm gonna take the lead from you guys and tell me what what did I say? Tell me what you need. But if you don't know what you need, you can't tell me, right? So was this beneficial for you today? Because we can build off of this. We could build off of this. You guys got your SWOT analysis. You got a book to listen to or read if you want. You guys have, if you have markets, a way to increase your sales at your market and not just selling more of a $10 item, but how can you make that $10 item a $20 item? And that doesn't mean marking it up just because you think, you're trying to make that $20, but how can you make it so that it has more value so that you can sell it for $20 or however much you can, right? You got that. And you also have, you got to know who you are, right? Because we can't start launching anything unless we know who we are. And you need to know that off the rip. Right. And so that's what you guys were telling me right now. Good morning, Bridget. You guys were telling me who you are, what you do, and who you sell it to, right? Or who are you selling to? Or looking to sell to. I will watch the replay. I'm sure this was full of good information. And it was spicy, Bridget. It was spicy this morning. I have organic and vegan products. That is important to put in your messaging, Lois, because the people that are looking for that they need to know who has organic stuff. If somebody comes to my website, I don't have organic. I may have natural, but it is not organic, right? So somebody who's looking for a vegan product may have to go scrolling all through my website in order for them to find anything that's vegan, because vegan is not part of my products. That is not a part of my process. I don't put that on anything because I'm not doing that, right? So, but if that is part of who you are, that is going to be part of your messaging to those people who are looking for organic and vegan products. Right. So you want to make sure that you say that too. That is also part of your messaging, right? You could also use that in your content as part of your messaging. The reason why you're organic, the reason why you're vegan, these are my vegan products. This is why I choose to use vegan products. This is why I choose to use organic products, because you know what I'm saying? That all can be part of your messaging that you package with a pretty bow, so that when people come, when they come to you, they know exactly what you are and who you do. Who you are and what you do. Right? Today was amazing. Thank you for the gems. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eco-friendly. It is important to me. All right, goddess and guys, do you want to give me your who you are, what you do, and who you serve? Let's see. Bridget says, I have 20 family members standing in front of my computer trying to figure out why I left the room. Maybe some new followers. Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go. So Bridget, do you want to give me yours? And goddesses and gods, what is your name so I can call you by your name? Before we wrap up, I will let you guys go. And did anybody in here not go, so that we can see what you got? Show me what you got, little mama. Tina. All right, Tina. I will put that in my products. There you go. Joyce. Lois, that is something that you need in your messaging. That puts you on a level of an expert. Yes? That puts you on a level as an expert. So when you're coming at your messaging, you're not coming at your messaging as a dibbler and dabbler in bath and body products. You are an environmentalist, environmental health scientist. You're on a different level than somebody who just came into the game, who just learned about some products. You kind of know, you know the chemistry, you know the physical makeup, you know, you have more information, and you can be coming at a different thing than somebody who's just making a candle, or somebody who's just doing something, right? Because now you have a level of expertise, and you want to make sure that you show that, because people like to purchase from people who know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that the people who are not scientists don't know what they're doing, but you know what you're doing on a different level, right? Because it impacted you on a different level, right? You may not be a scientist, but your son may have had eczema. Somebody in your family may have had eczema. You did it through trial and error. Does that mean that you're not an expert? It absolutely does not. It just means you're you're an expert on a different level. And so that's how you have to approach it. You're an expert on a different level. Right? She knows it because this is what she did, right? This is what she do. She went to school for this. She does da. This is where she's coming in at. If you know, you make bath and body products, and you formulating these things, and you doing stuff like this, guess what? That you learned on your journey. That made you a learner of life. You know what I'm saying? So you do have a different level of expertise. And just because somebody went to school for something, don't mean that you cannot uh, uh, portray yourself as an expert. You are an expert in what you do. You are an expert in what you learned. And you guys need to utilize these things to your advantage, so that when you are messaging, or when you are producing this content, that you are showing, this is why I know these products work, right? This is why I know that this combination of things work. This is why I choose essential oils. This is why, because this helped my son, this helped my daughter who's autistic, and I know that putting lavender oil in her room in a diffuser calms her down. And since this calms her down, this may be a thing that calms you down. And I know that it calms a lot of people down, and da 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 da. And so this may be something that calms your daughter down too, right? Or calm your child down too. Maybe this is a something that you maybe want to incorporate into your nightly routine to wind your child down, so they're not so excited when they, before they go to bed, or that they don't have meltdowns before they go to bed, or da 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 da. But you're an expert on a different level. But when you know what I'm saying, like, use your expertise. Use your expertise. Everything. You have different ways to approach it. Utilize everything that you have. Utilize all of your life experience to make yourself an expert. Utilize it. You're an expert in what you do, right? You've been doing it for X amount of time. You're an expert at it. Do you need a license to say that you're an expert at it? Do you need a diploma? Do you need a degree in order for you to say that you're an expert at it? It helps. But is it necessary? No. Right? Is it necessary? No. Utilize what you have. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh my gosh. I so forgot to put it out, because Patricia had um solidified the date yesterday in the morning, and I didn't make the flyer because I was out and about. But yes, tonight we have a class at 7 p.m. about pricing your products. If you have a problem with pricing, if you don't know where you want to start with pricing, if you don't feel like your price point is where it needs to be, tonight is the night. We're going to be live with Patricia from SLC Supplies and of the Startup Learning Center. She's going to be on, and also the mother of Alejandro Buxton, our Smell of Love Candles company. Not ours, that's theirs. But she's going to be on tonight at 7 p.m. Yes, 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 we have a class. Yes, 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 look out for your emails. Yes, Lloyd's girl. Yes, you should have been said that. You should live with that, girl. I'm sorry I missed the entire show. We'll look back at the video. Sounds like a plan, Tina. Sounds like a plan. Wow, Lois, I was a scientist after a year after year one of making candles. Shoot, okay. I feel lost with the entrepreneur. I love chemistry. You need to use that. You need to use that. That needs to be part of your message. Imagine chemistry, bees, putting that together. What is it? The periodic, what is it? The chemical plate. What is that? The chemical table, periodic. What is it called? I think that's periodic table. Yes. I was good. Utilize those things. Utilize that. Utilize that in your messaging, Lois. Utilize it. There you go. Use that. Utilize what molecules and all that stuff look like, because it looks like a beehive. It looks like a honeycomb. Come on, Lois. Come on, Lois. How can we add expertise? How can we add the expertise in? You don't have to add it into that title, or you don't have to add it into that description. You can use that in your messaging, right? Use it in your messaging, use it in your DIYs, use it in your 5 ways to, use it in your storytelling, use it in, this is how I learned how to do this. This is why I know that this works with this. This is the beauty of this particular ingredient. This is the miracle properties of this particular ingredient. This has been going on for centuries, and this is why I'm using that. Use it in your messaging. Use that in your content. Your content is going to create you as an expert, because people are consuming your content. And so by the information that they're given, and however helpful that is to them, or how valuable it is to them, they are going to label you as the expert. You don't necessarily have to say it, but as long as you are providing the information and the education and things like that, they are going to label you as the expert. So as long as you're doing it through content, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Let's see. For example, my brand is self-care and wellness, and I'm a therapist. You are a therapist. Use that. Do I say I'm a therapist? You can say that you are a therapist that created da 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 da. And this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? You can use that, definitely. You could use it in your the intro of your pitch. You could use that if you want to, but definitely use it throughout your messaging consistently across the board, so everybody knows she is a therapist. And this is the reason why she's all for self-care, is because as a therapist, or as a former therapist, or yes, use that in your messaging, Candace. Yes, it's funny, but very true. Lois, candles are chemistry, right, Michelle? Yes, I know the toxicity of most essential oils. You need to use that. You can even use that in your content. 3 essential oils that are toxic for you. And you want something that is attention grabbing, right? Don't use these essential oils, because you know what I'm saying? It's not to create fear, but people are going to look at it because they're going to want to know. I thought essential oils was great for me, or people who should not use essential oils, right? And then you can say pregnant women, nursing women, children, and why, right? You can go into those things. That gives you a level of not a level of education, but a entry point to educate your customers on what things they should not be using and why, right? Not to scare them, but to educate them. And we already know we move on things that we love, that we fear, that that pose emotion, that angers us. We move on those type of things. And so you want to make sure that those emotional triggers are being pressed. Right? Facts. This is perfect. You're welcome. I'm excited. Good, good, good. I want you guys to get excited about your business. Man, add Lois to the class schedule, essential oils and benefit risk. Boom. That's true. Lois, you want to be a teacher? Yes, yes. Candles of chemistry, making candles. All right. Tiffany says, my name is Tiffany with Fourth and Park Candles and Home Fragrances. I curate high-end candles and home fragrances with high-quality fragrance oils with complex aromas to tantalize your senses. I aim to help people create an aroma ambiance for their space to set the mood from relaxing to comforting and everything in between. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. It's a bit long, but it's good. It's good. Periodic table. I was a medical technologist. I don't think that count. It could. What could you use from it? Think about it. What can you use from that? It can count for something. It can. It can. It could even be about things being sterile. It could even be about, the importance of sanitizing and why you sanitize the way you do. It can be, it can be about so many different things. What can you take from being that and applying that to the business that you have right now? What about it? I fixed it using your suggestions. Hey. What do you do, Tina? I need that class, Lois. I'm starting to incorporate essential oils in my products. Working on it. Okay, I will take 3 days to create my message. Okay, okay. Let me see. Hand the doctor's instruments in surgery. Okay, so what did you take from that? What did you take from your education? Because you had to you had to take a whole lot of schooling, right? Did you take a whole lot of schooling so that you could pass these instruments, or do they just let anybody hand the doctors the instruments? Do you know what kind of instruments you had to use, or do they just let anybody do that? You know, oh, that looks like a gauge one, or however that works. That looks like that. Let's give it to the doctor. You got to know, right? There's some things that went with that. You ain't just come up and say, yes, that's what I'm doing. What could you use? How can that how could you put that into your story? Are you taking patients for therapy? That's from Yazzie Faye. Yes, got you. I work in oncology. That's cancer patients. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because then what if your products are good for people who have cancer? I know that a lot of the times, actually, my best friend who was here yesterday, she has cancer. And so she needs certain products for her skin because the chemo is doing things to her body, it's breaking her body down. So that one of the things she was using is this oil on her nails, because if she doesn't use this oil on her nails, it's going to make the toenails turn dark and black, and they're going to fall off. So she has to use this because it's brittle. So she has to use this oil on her toes. So what about your products are products that people who are going through cancer, who has cancer or going through chemo, can use your products, Tina? What about those things can they use, or what can you know what I'm saying? What can you use? Because this is your area. This is your level of expertise. You know more than the average person about these things, right? You need to show that. You need to show that. Essential oil is toxic for our pets. All right, let's do this class, Lois. If you comfortable doing a class and talking about essential oils, again, I love to share my community's gifts. So if you have something that other people can use, I'd love to share that. So if you want to do something like that, let's do it. Skincare and cosmetics. Talk about skin cancer. Plus, Lois's class will be bomb. It sure would. Help people not end up there. Let's see. Lois, what day is the class next month? You smart. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. In January. In January? You want to do a class in January? We're gonna talk outside of this. We're gonna talk outside of this. But yes, Tina, I would put that together, especially if you have some stuff that works for people. Like I know a customer of mine wanted me to make her a lotion bar that had I forgot what kind of essential oil she wanted me to put in the lotion bar, but she needed it because it was good for when she was going through chemo. Her hands was really dry, and the lotion bars helped, but she was saying this certain essential oil helps too. So she was like, if you add this essential oil into the lotion bar, this would be good for me. And so if you can bring those messages together, Tina, you could put that you can wrap that together, your level of expertise in that message. Look at Yazzie face, she in here today. When today. All right, you guys. So again, was this good information today? Was it good information today? And I think we should close out the week with just confirming everything and just making sure that the things are done, that you are listening, because I need to know, not I need to know, but you need to know what you are going to apply in your business so that you are not overwhelmed, right? So you're not overwhelmed. I need this information now. Now I need this information. We can even do a morning, Lois. We can do a morning when you're on. It doesn't have to be an evening. So it can be next week. It could be 2 weeks. It could be it could be like that. Hell yes, I will be back. Great class. Thank you. And I'm so glad you were here. I have a big Christmas event on December 3rd. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. You know this topic, make notes and teach. You can always do part 2 and 3. So do it in November. Look at Yaz. Yaz is on it. That's what I'm talking about. Get on it. There's no time like the present. No time like the present. Everybody put ones in the chat. You got value from today's live. Ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. If you guys are not part of the Honor Society, and you want to join, going over to Bubble Babes University, that's BABEZ University.com, and join. Click the Honor Society and join. It's all access membership. You have access. You have all of the exclusive videos that classes, exclusive content, download spreadsheets. All of that is over in the Honor Society. The video that we had last night, if you have not watched the video with Emmanuel last night, you want to watch that, because if you're not part of the Honor Society, at 7 o'clock it is coming down, and it will be going into the Honor Society to live. What else? We have a class tonight with Patricia. That class is only going to be available during the time that we are live. After that, it is going into the Honor Society. It is not going to stay up for 24 hours, because that is a class in itself. So be here if you're not part of the Honor Society at 7 o'clock. If you are part of the Honor Society and you miss it, you can catch it. You can catch the replay there. So what else do I want to tell you guys? 7 o'clock, Patricia. Tomorrow, again, Coffee with Nikki. We're going to go over this stuff. So if you did not do your SWOT analysis, listen to the book, all that stuff, do that. And that's basically it. So you guys look like you got some value from today. Yes. Thank you, Betty Rose. Before you leave the room, hit the thumbs up, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. I'll be on a cruise next week. Give me 2 weeks. Okay. Just Lois, hit me in my DMs and let me know what date is good for you. Don't feel pressure. Again, it could be during the morning. It does not have to be an evening class. It could be something during a Coffee with Nikki. Can we add exclusive Zooms for live Q&A for the Honor Society? I am, but I'm going to change the level tier. So instead of it being $19.99, I'm going to change the pricing for those to have access up to the Q&A live sessions. And I'm probably going to also do a Q&A live sessions after hours, perhaps with my guests, if they want to stay around for another 10 minutes, and you can ask them, questions. So that is what I'm planning. Yazzie said, okay, she said November 15th. Feel pressure. It's all right. No pressure. All right, you guys. So that is it. That is a wrap. I will see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. And you guys have an amazing day and be productive. See you guys later.